You want that whole box of cards?
Some of these I may have overpaid.
For sale.
That's what we want to hear.
How much are your plushies?
I know. So how about 5 apiece?
How much for all the plushies?
So I found a nice box of cards here. I was pretty excited. This is a nice set of Chrome cards, mid-90s Marvel. That could be a good deal. I'm going to set it aside. You're going to notice this happen a lot at yard sales and flea markets. These cards are open. The packs have been opened. So you got to be careful. I mean, those would be great. If those were unopened, I'd buy those all day or try to make a deal on them. My goal here is to set some cards aside and see what kind of prices he has on them. Turns out, they were great. Here's a pack of 95, 96 Upper Deck basketball. The year before Kobe, but there's Kevin Garnett rookies. One that I must have opened a ton back in the day as a kid. Something I would have found at Kmart. They always had those kind of weird blaster boxes back then. I've been buying retail cards and a little bit of hobby when my parents would buy it since like the mid-90s. So this is a fun box. There's a lot of non-sports cards. I do enjoy flipping those as well. This is a 1992 Hulk preview card. A lot of these Ultra ones, 94 I believe, are chromium. They're like different parallels or inserts. I don't know what it was, but there was like 2 years in the mid-90s, 93 and 94, that I was super into Marvel cards. So this set right here, the Ultra one, was awesome. I don't think I ever pulled any of these chromium cards. I know they're decent. My guess at the time was like $3 to $5 a piece, maybe a little more. I'm setting them aside. We're going to figure out what kind of deal we can get on them. I mean, these are cool. There's that chromium set I was talking about. That's in the pile as well. Almost every Marvel card I'm pulling out at this point is some sort of preview or insert card from those sets. I want all of these cards, and for some reason, there's duplicates, 3, 4 of some of the cards. That's a really nice Captain America I found out. I knew it looked good. I did some research after I bought it. I'll pop up some comps to show you the pricing. I myself am not above, as you know, selling cards for as low as $1.50. I'm trying to get up to that $2 minimum. In fact, all the cards I'm posting from now on are a $2 minimum, either on Whatnot or eBay. And I'm trying to do even better. But this stuff is so cool. Such a nostalgic trip.
Goosebump packs. These are cool. Definitely want
Oh,
those.
these are cool.
Definitely want the Goosebump packs. Look at these.
Oh, these are for rings.
Okay.
You want that whole box of cards?
Possibly. How much are you asking for all of them?
Bucks for all of it.
How much?
20.
For all of it.
Oh, yeah. Well, yes. Yes, and thank you.
What about these?
I was separating them out. This is even better. Oh, yeah. There's cool cards in here.
But if you take all
What a deal. Some of these chromiums are really nice.
if you take all these, 25.
A little aside, if you saw in that top left corner, there was a bunch of these like mid-90s Star Trek cards. Not super valuable. They had a price tag on them for $25 a piece. This is a lesson for you. Always ask. Always ask if you can get a deal. My buddy came by later and he got them all 4 boxes for $25. Those would have done great on my Whatnot. I probably would have opened some for the shorts for TikToks. I should have asked.
There's cards behind that jumbo gum machine that are sealed.
Oh, are they?
They're hiding.
Oh, wow.
$10 on that if you want that.
87.
I think I might just give you the 40 for the Kiss ones.
Oh, there's
I don't know if I need more Funkos in my life. Trying to get off the habit.
I don't blame you.
Off the habit.
I don't blame you a bit.
Trying to kick the Funko addiction.
Do you have a bag?
You know what?
When you're in these kind of situations at a flea market, don't be shy. Feel free to look up cards, see if they're worth it. These kind of lot buys are some of my favorite at flea markets, but there was a guy who had some nicer cards at this flea market, and I made a deal.
I've got these. I've got all this stuff. And some of these I may have overpaid on these. But all this stuff, if you want to take a look at.
When you hear I may have overpaid, that's typically not a good sign when you're trying to make a deal. Typically, it means the person's going to be stuck on a price that doesn't exist anymore. I'm a strong believer, personally, when I make a bad buy, to just get rid of it as fast as possible. Not everybody thinks that way. I was a little bit skittish to put out anything crazy with this guy. I was just going to feel things out and see if I could make a deal on a couple random cards. And, you know, if the deals would have been amazing, then I might have proceeded to some of the bigger cards. But I was on a budget too this day. As always, I was going all over the flea market and filming stuff for my regular channel and looking for cards as always. So let's see how it panned out.
That's something different. And that was Judges. And that Judge.
Bingo. That's the card I'm going to try to make a play on. A Shedeur Sanders Onyx Rookie Auto. Besides the Sanders, I'm putting aside a couple other cards that I may make a play on or not. These Zach Wilsons are interesting because they're low numbered, they're college uniform. If the prices were low enough, if they're low enough, I might buy them. But you got to be really careful with those. They'd have to be super, super low. That's an awesome card right there too. 96, 97, Bowman Best. I don't really do graded stuff too much. I need to start sending stuff in to be graded, I think.
Yeah. Some of these are on eBay.
Oh, you have them on eBay?
Some of them.
Okay.
But either I end the sale, just end the sale, depending
We'll
on.
see if there's anything I can't live without. The Barry Walker. Oh, that's cool.
B something, yeah, somewhere in the B's.
We had about 5 more boxes, bigger boxes.
What would you do on the Sanders?
Oh boy, I'd like to check and see what I picked them up for.
Hopefully you didn't pick them up at the start of the season.
I did.
you're gonna be out.
Most likely I did. It's not a $20 card.
Oh, definitely not.
No.
Definitely isn't a $20 card, but man, they were going crazy at the start of the year. What's up?
Anything cool here?
No, there's some cool stuff. Definitely some cool stuff. Better stuff than I usually see.
It's 60. 60.
60 for
Oh, look at that.
Yes.
That's a cool card. These cards right here, really, really cool, but I figured they were outside of my budget, so I didn't even make a play on them.
I will. On these, okay, I gotta hang up and do something, okay? Bye. Coming back in 2 minutes. Okay, wonderful. Bring a bacon, egg, and cheese. Really, you know, Jesus, when I paid on it and what I know that these just come up and coming. I know he went high, went back down. He's still, I think he's steadily going back up right now. He's not going to be in the draft, so that might be good for his stock. You could look on eBay, see what it's going for if you want, man. If you want to make a deal on it, I might be interested. Zach Wilson maybe too, if it depends. Yeah, I'd be around 80.
80? What would you be on these?
These, I'll tell you right now. This one is 1 of 15.
Yes.
You know that. And that was numbered also. They're both numbered. Where do you want to be at on them?
Oh, I don't know where his market is right now. I can look.
Zach's Auto. Where do you want to be?
Not much on Zach, but let me see where he is. I'm curious. Let's just pass on those. Let me think about this one, if you don't mind. Blue. Would you do 70 on it?
I'll do 70 on that.
Okay, I'm gonna buy it.
I'll do 50 each on these if you want.
I'll pass on that, but I'll take this one. I've been wanting to get one of his, so.
I know he's going to be hot. You know,
kind of fun.
Dad right behind him, man. Come
this
on.
Is
Dad's right behind him.
Dion's son.
How much? 70?
Yeah, I might have close.
Deion Sanders' son. And he's Dad pushes him.
Yeah, there's 70.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. So I didn't expect to find a Shedeur Sanders auto at the flea market. I was pleasantly surprised. The comps were about $116 plus shipping recently, and at $70, I was well below that. I'm typically you know, in the bargain boxes, paying $1, $2, $5, maybe $10. Occasionally a little more. This is occasionally a lot more for me, but I sold it right away. I bought it right. This is important, guys, when you're buying cards. Buy them right so that you can sell them at a good price and still profit. I sold it to somebody. I put it on my Instagram story, and it took 2-3 hours. I was still at the Webster flea market when it sold. $100 free shipping. After fees and everything, about $22 profit. Can't complain about that. I bought that along with a lot of other cards, which you will see in future videos. The clear winner of this day, though, was the first sale right there, where I found all of those cards for only $20. I honestly would have paid more for the stack of Marvel cards I was setting aside, but when he said $20, I said yes, and I got those cards, and I was super, super stoked. There was several sealed packs of cards in there. All of the Goosebump cards completely sealed. There were some Looney Tune ones. Those are great for my Whatnot auctions. And there was just a ton of great stuff like a Bo Jackson Flea rookie. I can't complain at all. I put the Goosebump Tops packs in like lots of 3 or 4 on Whatnot. I sold them all. And I think I made like $50 to $60 on all of them after fees, somewhere around that. So we did really, really well. We've already made a profit, probably doubled our money. Sold some of the Looney Tune cards too for like another 10 or so. I don't know if I sold them all. But there's all the base cards, all of the Chromium cards, all of the Marvel stuff is still there. It's going to be pure profit. I love deals like that. And those deals are deals you can't often find at a card show, very rarely. And definitely not at a card shop either. I mean, it can happen, but typically doesn't. These are deals that you can find at garage sales and flea markets. And hopefully you take a second in your local area on a Saturday morning and go check out some local yard sales and flea markets. Maybe you'll get lucky and you'll find some cards. You'll be able to get a really good deal for your personal collection, or if you're like me, to flip online. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll check you all next time.